Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, we are so glad to have you here at our table.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here, and I need to put you on the payroll.
Well, listen, before we get into the moment that you are in now, I do want people to understand who you were before Washington, D.C., because a lot of people don't know your background. You were a public defender and a civil rights lawyer. So tell us, who was that Jasmine Crockett? And then what was the transition from being in the courtroom to saying, okay, I want to run for office?
Yeah, so same old Jasmine, different day.
Yes.
It was interesting because as you talk about the campaign trail, I was in the Rio Grande Valley this weekend, and I was speaking to a group of people in Brownsville, and I've been all around this weekend, and I'm talking, and I get to the very end, and there's a woman on the first row, and I'm looking at her, and I realize it's one of my classmates from law school.
Wow.
And so I was like, Liz, like in the middle of like all of my like words. And she was like, and she had been sitting there the whole time.
Yeah.
But I was just like in a zone and I wasn't even thinking about that. And she goes, I want y'all to know that she's always been like this. And so it was so reassuring for people that live in this time in which they don't know if they can trust the words that are coming out of a politician's mouth, to have someone who knew me way before the politics. So to be clear, I've always been the same person. I decided that I wanted to elevate my fight, and that is why I ended up getting into politics. I decided to run for the state house because I did not like the laws as they were written, as someone who was consistently practicing in courtrooms. And frankly, my focus a lot of times was on criminal justice with my legislation, and a combination of civil rights, trying to minimize those contacts with law enforcement so that hopefully something would not go wrong. But frankly, it was really heavy on kids.
Yeah.
And my experiences with young people and how their dreams were snuffed out so quickly. So I wanted to write laws that made sense based on my actual experiences. I never planned to do anything other than the state house, but I was called up, literally and figuratively.
By a great congresswoman.
Yes.